Hi, I'm Jay, and today on Jay's World Kitchen, we're making quick beef stew. Nothing is better on a cold night than a nice hearty beef stew. And I'm a big fan of beef, of course, as you know, and I really do enjoy stews, and I enjoy things that are sort of stick to your bones and just give you that a great amount of comfort, especially in colder weather. This great recipe is as delicious and versatile as it is quick and easy. And it takes nothing to put this together. Let's have a quick look at the ingredients. The nice thing about this stew is how versatile it is. So you can really make use of any vegetables that you have on hand to make this very simple stew. Now, the quantities that I'm going to give you are really made for one person, but you can double, treble, or quadruple them as big as you want to go, and as big as your budget can allow. The cool thing about this is that once it's cooked, you can actually freeze this, and it freezes really well, it thaws very well, and reheats amazingly. So it really is a simple make-ahead meal that you can make and eat for as long as you need to. So these ingredients for basically one portion is about half a pound of stewing beef, 1 onion, a tablespoon or more of garlic, some chopped fresh rosemary, 2 cups of beef stock, a potato, salt, pepper, and some other seasonings, frozen or fresh vegetables, whichever you have on hand, and some boiling water. It's really simple. Let's put this together. We're going to start with a very warm frying pan, and into that we're going to just toss a tiny bit of oil. I'm just using olive oil here, but you can use whatever oil you have. It doesn't really make a difference. And we're simply going to sear our steak. So you do want it to be quite hot, and you want it to really sort of get going as soon as it gets in there. And once your meat is nicely browned, we're going to take it out of there and put it into a bowl and just set it aside for a couple of moments. And while our pan's still hot, we're going to use some hot water and pour it into that pan. It's kind of like a magic trick. And what you want to do is you want to then give it a good old stir, because you want to get all the juiciness off the bottom. And we're just going to set this frying pan aside and move over to a larger stewing pot. Now, in our larger stewing pot, we're going to throw in a little bit of oil, let that heat up for a moment. And once our oil is ready, we're going to throw in our onion and add in our rosemary and our garlic. Fry those up for about a minute or two, and then throw in your potatoes. And now we're going to add in our beef again with all the juices. And I'm using my frozen vegetable mix. And 2 things. We're going to add in our beef stock, as well as the water from our frying pan. See how nice and dark and rich that came out. And now I'm going to add in some salt and a generous portion of pepper. I'm throwing in a handful of steak spice and a good helping of Liam Perrin's Worcester sauce. Now give that a good stir and let it come up to a boil. And then you're going to cover it, leave it to boil, and once it starts boiling, reduce the heat and let it simmer. So our stew has now been boiling for about 25 to nearly 30 minutes, but this is a good time to adjust your taste and add in some more salt or pepper or whatever you feel that it needs, but really this is pretty much ready to go. There's a little bit too much water in my sauce, so I'm going to throw in a quick cornstarch mixture while it's boiling. Give it a good stir, and now it's ready to eat. And the smell of beef and just amazing aromas are filling the house, and I'm quite hungry. So this is certainly a dish that I really enjoy, and I enjoy it after a long hard day's work. I enjoy when it's cold out. Really one of my favorites. So let's tuck in and give this a good old taste. Get a nice piece of meat and some broccoli too. Oh, that is everything I hoped it would be. This is just so flavorful. The beef is just so nice and strong, and the flavors that I really like, that sort of slight hint of pepper in there, and you can definitely taste the garlic and the rosemary, just this nice subtle hint. This is such an amazing starter for any stew, for whatever you have available. So please give this recipe a try. And if you do, remember to comment below what you did to make this recipe your own. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and remember to turn on notifications so that you know when my next video drops. Remember too that you can follow me on my social media, both my Facebook and my Instagram, and those links are below in the comment section as well. Remember too, if you would like to financially support this channel, you can do so at my Patreon, and that link is also below in the comment section. And patrons on Patreon receive these recipes in their email when this video drops every week. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'm going to have some more stew.